Hello, this is Dennis Bingham over at Catfish Brewery, and first and foremost, I want to thank everybody who has actually checked out my website at catfishbrewery.com and has commented on it or left me a email and such. And I also want to thank everybody from Facebook too as well, who's actually left me messages and basically, between the emails and the messages from Facebook, wanted me to kind of do a little video on my brew system and kind of how it works in layman's terms. So I'm going to try to do my best. You know, what we try to do at Catfish Brewery is we envision, we create, then we enjoy. Okay, basically we brew, we keg our beer, and then we drink it, and then quite frankly, just do it all over again. I've really had a fun time with brewing in the last couple of years, and it just reminds me of cooking, which is another passion of mine. You add an ingredient, you take an ingredient away, and you get a totally different beer. So it works both ways. So again, thank everybody for reaching out. Let me go over my system real quick. And basically what I have is I have 3 kegs. They're 15.5 gallon kegs, and I have it built on a stainless steel stand, and it's tube steel. And then what I did is I powder coated it, added some propane lines, some pumps, and that's typically what my brew system is. It's really good for 5-gallon batches, and 10-gallon batches is the most that you can get out of the system, but definitely enough for my liking. So anyway, what you guys have been staring at here for the last couple of minutes is just to go over the system, is a hot liquor tank. And basically what this does is holds all the water for your brewing day. Okay, it can be heated up to certain temperatures that you're going to need to get it to during the brew day, but that's what you're looking at here. It's got a side gauge on the left hand side there, and basically that shows the water. Helps me know how many gallons of water that's actually in the keg. From there, what you do is you pump it, and I utilize these pumps down here, and it goes through this heat stick, and I'll explain that a little bit later, up into the mash tun. And this is where all the conversion happens. And what it is you basically have a cracked grain inside there, and you introduce the water through, like I mentioned, the pump and the heat stick over into this mash tun, and basically all the conversion, all the sugars basically get taken out of the grain at that point in time. Okay, and then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to use this pump right here, basically pump it through there into your lauter tun, or basically your boil kettle. And this is where all the magic happens. This is where you put your hops in for your beers, where you put all your ingredients, and it could be anything from spices to, just about anything that's on earth. You can basically put in your beer, and then from there, I put it in my fermenters. I add yeast. And basically what the yeast does, it consumes the sugars and basically poops out alcohol. Okay, so that's kind of how easy it is to brew your own beer. I want to go back a little bit to the heat stick, and between these 2 kegs there, you see a hose that's attached to the top part of this heat stick, and it goes into that mash tun on the right. Basically what that is a heating element. The heating element is actually inside that stainless steel tube, and the heating element comes from like a water heater. And my system is called a recirculating infusion mash system, which is a RIM system. And so basically what I'm able to do is I'm able to control my temperature in my mash tun when all the conversion, the water is recirculating through there. This heat stick actually controls the temperature in that mash tun there to whatever degree I would like it, to be at, based on the style of beer. And it's controlled by this little control panel, a very basic control panel. It's got a PID controller, and that controller basically, regulates that heat stick, goes on and off to make sure it maintains the temperature in which I need it. Okay, so that's basically my system there. A little bit of my brew wall up and around, and that is it. Okay, again, enjoy, create, and enjoy. Cheers all.